Hello there everybody, welcome along to the Circuit of the Americas in Travis County, Texas for round number 19, episode number 20 of our F1 2019 career mode with Team Racing Point here. And if you did miss the last one, go and check it out, because I'm pretty sure you'll find it was a darn good race. But you can see we have one failure with the developments, but we've got more engine power. We're going to need that down the back straight. But we got two of the aero updates, so 2 out of 3, not bad. So we got the DRS, we got that. We didn't get that, so that doesn't unlock that there, but we got that engine, so we'll match it, I think, with more engine power when we get on to it. But I'm hopeful for good things. Excuse me. Because if Mexico is just like Circuit of the Americas. So, yeah. But you can see we're third best aero right now, behind the Mercedes and the Ferraris. It's always good when we see that we're third best at something. Even the phone agrees when it's good we're third best with something. But we're going to need to work on that chassis next season, man. We've got to work on it next season, because if we don't, we're in trouble. So there's the development comparison. You can see that we're fourth best behind the Haas team. Well, the Haas team have come out of nowhere. Where's their line? You can hardly see their line. But, yeah, where is their line? I don't see it. It's there somewhere. Now Red Bull are going down the list. You wouldn't have said you would have thought that, would you? So let's take a look at the championship, shall we? And 4 points separates Lewis Hamilton from Valtteri Bottas at the head of the championship, with ourselves in third place. Again, must-win race for us if we want to win this championship in our first season. Sebastian Vettel in fourth, then Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen, the man Gasly. Sergio Perez, after a disappointing home race for himself, finished 8th. Devin Butler and Nico Hulkenberg round out your top 10. In the constructors, Mercedes have wrapped that up ahead of Ferrari. We're third for the Racing Point team, then Red Bull, Haas, Renault, McLaren and Alfa Romeo. Your last of the point scorers. And if we go down the list, we'll see that still the same old scrubs have yet to score. It must be disheartening for them, because they turn up, they've done nothing wrong, and they just don't seem to be scoring anything, which is really, really hard hitting for them, because they deserved it. Some of the races they've deserved. I mean, we're talking about George Russell, Alex Albon, Danny Kvyat, Alex Giovinazzi and Lance Stroll. They've had some... Well, not Lance, because Lance has only just joined. So, after going on for a little bit, we're now going to go and get practice around the Circuit of the Americas. And then we are going to get qualified. Should be a very good qualifying session, I'm hoping. And if all else doesn't fail like it did in Mexico, we will see you on the other side of qualifying, where we should have a rather entertaining and a rather good American Grand Prix, folks.
What fantastic enthusiasm we have for Formula One here in the United States of America. And it's an enthusiasm born from generations of memorable Grand Prix racing. Bruce McLaren took his maiden victory at Sebring way back in 1959, and John Watson's 1983 victory at Long Beach, well, that still holds the record for the lowest ever starting position for a race winner. We're racing today then in Travis County, Texas, where 20 corners and speeds of up to 200 miles an hour await us on this magnificent racetrack. It's 60% full throttle, with plenty of good opportunities to pass, especially through the 2 DRS zones into turn 1 and at the end of the long back straight into turn 12. What a race we have in store today. Joining me for the Grand Prix once again is Anthony Davidson. So, let's briefly discuss Lewis Hamilton. Everything's on the line here today and the title hangs in the balance. So how do you think they'll be coping with all that pressure?
Well, I try not to think about the result too much. The worst thing you can do in this situation is think about all the what-ifs. What if I get hit going into turn 1? What if I get a penalty? What if I finish outside the points? If you let any of those kind of worries get to you, you can't focus on the job. So staying in the right mindset will be critical today.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Paul lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Verstappen, Charles Leclerc and Norris, Vettel, Weber, Gasly and Roman Grosjean, Perez, Albon, Devon Butler and Russell, Kvyat, Giovinazzi, Daniel Ricciardo and Kimi Raikkonen. Stroll and Nico Hülkenberg completes the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Okay, you can brake late into one because of the incline. It's a slow corner though, so make sure you stay out of trouble. Good luck.
We did it again, man. We did it again. Pole position. And by 7/10, we absolutely hooked another lap up. I think I want to get straight into this because I don't think Mr. Hamilton's got an answer for us around this track, and it'll help us out because this one matters for the championship, folks. It matters big time. So, one-stop race. Weather's looking all fine and dandy. I think we should do the thing and get out there for the American Grand Prix, folks. Okay then, folks, here we go for the running of the American Grand Prix. 5 red lights are on and 5 red lights are out, it's lights out, and away we go. And it's a fantastic start from that other car, not me. But we're just going to bury it into the first corner as our computer starts up. Thank you very much, and we're back in the lead. Looks like we've got Max Verstappen in second place with one of the Mercedes. I don't know which ones come out there. One of the Ferraris will go ahead of one of the Mercedes. So that's crucial as we fly through the S's for the first time. And now up the hill to the top and then down to the descent to turn number 11. No, that's turn 10. I have not woken up yet. I have not got a reason for not waking up yet. I have not got a clue what's going on. That looks like Lewis Hamilton in third place, so we need to make sure we're ahead of him as we head down this long straight to the big braking zone. Look at that view. That is a lovely camera view. Hopefully we get more of that as the race unfolds. But you see Hamilton all over the back of Verstappen down towards the big braking zone before we go into this stadium, really tricky stadium section. And I mean really tricky because the AI through here are blinding. Until we get to turns 17 and 18. And then they're not so blinding, because I can just keep my bloody foot in it. But the fact that we got out in front, that matters for the championship. That matters big time. And we need to be in. We basically need to have Verstappen act as our spoiler here for the next 14 laps. Not that he'll probably end up as a spoiler. He'll probably do something stupid because he's Max Verstappen. As we fly into the first corner for the second time. And then down the hill into turn number 2. And then through the S's. Here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6 is right there. Turn 7 will be right upon us momentarily. Then through turn 8. Into turn 9, which you take flat. Turn 10's hardly there. Forget that. Oh, it was turn 11. I was right the first time. And then this hairpin which leads on to turn number 12, the long back, down the long back straight, as Hamilton's got Vettel in close attendance here. Is that Vettel? I believe that is Vettel. Right there, but Hamilton's going to go right past Max Verstappen like he wasn't even there. Excuse me, coming through. Oh, we've got the McLaren's fighting in the background there. Hopefully we'll pick up on some of that. The improved McLaren's. It is... that's the wrong side. This is the side I want. Norris and Weber for P6. And it looks like Weber is going to go right past Norris. Big lock up from Lando down into turn 12. But Lando's going to make some of that into turn 13. And keeps the position. Fair play. Fair play to that man right there. As we go back through the field, the Williams are fighting each other. That's Albon and Russell for P13. Let's see what happens there. Oh, look at that. That is a sweet move there. It's going to be Russell on Albon. No, Albon on Russell, but Russell's going to drive away around the outside. It seems like an AI goes for a pass on the inside. The guy on the outside has the momentum. But we're back on lap number 3. We had a poor middle sector. What the hell was going on there? Not even I know what was going on there. As we go back to Albon and Russell fighting over P13 up to the top of the hill. He's going to try down the inside is Alex Albon. And that looked sweet. Will he force Russell to the outside? Yes, he will. And move him up to P13 as we fling it through the S's. You can see how much confidence we have in the car. It's just absolutely flying right now. It's just so good. What more can be said about this great American rocket ship that we always bring to the circuit of the Americas? Ooh, a bit deep into turn 11. That might give Lewis Hamilton a look if he fancies it, but he's not going to go for it. Speaking of someone who will go for it, it looks like Vibo is going to have another go at Lando Norris, but here comes Vettel. Vettel's actually the second Ferrari, which is disappointing. Vettel has got... So Vibo has got Norris. Has Vettel got Norris? Yes, he has. And move those two into P6 and 7 respectively. And go to the man Perez. He had a bad qualifying. He's going to have to make up for it now. He's ooh, that was a bit of a snap. He's gone for the outside of who is that? Oh, he's Grosjean. He's gone for the outside of Grosjean. That might work, as he's got the inside for turn 13, but Grosjean will have the outside through turn 14. Yes, he gets him into turn 15, and that was amazing. Now, what else we did see? We did see that the two Williamses were fighting again. That's Albon. There's Russell. And they're bringing with them Devon Butler in P13 for the... wow, that's 3 wide into the first corner. Sorry, turn 12. That's not going to work, gentlemen. Sort that out quickly, and they did. I think with George Russell coming... No, Albon brings it out in front of George Russell and Devon Butler. There's one... Who is this fighting here? That's Daniel Ricciardo, who also had a bad session. He's fighting his ex-Red Bull teammate Danny Kvyat for P16 and move Ricciardo up that position. Oh yeah, Ricciardo had a bad qualifying, didn't he? He had to take grid penalties and whatnot. But that's fine. We can live with that, as Sebastian Vettel, the charge of Sebastian Vettel continues for P6 on Lando. Is that Lando? Yeah, that's Lando. So Weber. No, that's Weber. That's Weber. What the hell am I saying? I've not woke up yet, folks. But you can move. Oh, DRS has gone offline. That's crucial coming up to the back straight here. That means we're not in the activation zone anyway, so we're going to have to do this manually. I hope we can do it manually. If we don't do it manually, then we're in a lot of trouble. So we're going to have to really pump up the engine into overtake mode and see what Lewis Hamilton does down the back straight. He's going to have a go here. You got Max Verstappen also coming in close attendance. Oh, we've gone. Look how wide we've gone. We've gone very defensive as. Well, I tell you what, that's a fantastic move by Verstappen if he makes it. Oh, he's hanging it round the outside. Come on, Max. Max dicking up the playbook, and he's got P2 off Lewis Hamilton, all thanks to our superior driving down the back straight. We just forced him out wide and told him, you can park it there, mister. You can park it and lock it and put it in your pocket, as Norris and Weber continue to fight. Whoa! Norris had a go at Vettel! That's a bit rude and a bit naughty, excuse you. I don't think Weber appreciated that one. In fact, he'll tell Lando to sit his arse back there. No, Lando wants to come through for P7. He's going to be allowed to as well. There you go, around the outside of turn 17. Thank you very much. Excuse me coming through. As we go back to the Williamses. These Williamses still fight each other. Russell and Albon. Oh, a bit late move there from Alex Albon, I do believe. Yeah, that's George Russell. You can never tell until they get right in the camera view which of these is which. Because then it's too late. As Giovinazzi and Raikkonen have really slid down the field a lot, and that says something, as they have a go at Danny Kvyat. Well, Giovinazzi's past him. Will Raikkonen get past him as well with that Powerful Alfa Romeo, yes he will. That was a big lock-up from the Finnish world champion, and he's passed Danny Kvyat. So the Toro Rossos are last. And we mean last. Essentially last. Yoshi had a hissing moment, and I don't know why. She's pissed about something. As the Williamses continue this fight. I tell you what, this would be a good fight if it was a fight at all. And Albon's past George Russell again for P13. You can keep it there, gentlemen, because we're just chilling out the front here. You know, no pressure. You can see the tyres are starting to give up, though. We may be thinking about a pit stop very soon, even though we're not due until about lap 7. That's a long way away to take these soft tyres. And trust me, I know a thing about being a long way away for soft tyres. It's not the most pleasant thing in the world as Hamilton goes right past Max Verstappen like he wasn't even there. As Verstappen's going to defend from Leclerc as well, and that's job done. P2 back to Lewis Hamilton as that's Vettel. Oh, the McLarens are fighting each other again. Norris and Weber. As well, that's Perez out in the background. I think he's just passed the man Gasly. I think he just passed the man Gasly there, folks. And that's positions all over the place. Let's have a look at that. Yes, it is. Perez passed the man Gasly. P9 this is for. So that looks like Weber's got past Norris. And Perez has got past the man Gasly. Interesting as looks like the Williams is a fight. Oh no, I thought we were going to see Russell go past Albon, but it's not. It's Grosjean trying to get past. Oh, look at Grosjean being really cheeky, trying to get past both Williams when he had no business of doing that. I tell you what, he wants to. Oh, look how wide we are going into the corner. Dear me, I don't believe that. That's absolutely incredible, absolutely stupid, and we won't be doing that again. Hello, Yoshi, how are you? You a lovely little moggy. Do you want to fuss? Oi, oi, do you want to come see Verstappen? No, do you want to come see Max Verstappen? No, she's not interested in that, unfortunately. And to be honest, I couldn't blame her, but Leclerc's going to have a go at Max Verstappen down into turn 12. But Verstappen will just hang it around the outside of the monogas driver, and thank you very much, Wham Blam, thank you, man. As we go, who are we going back to here through the field? That is... Oh, it looks like Perez is really on the move here now. Finally, Sergio has woken up after the disappointment of Mexico, and he's past Lando Norris with the greatest of ease. That's Grosjean past the man Gasly. I think there, but we'll see what happens there. We'll see it right now. Actually, that's interesting. Actually, no, it's Grosjean trying to pass the man Gasly. The two Frenchmen. Oh, the Williams are fighting each other at the back. That's all we need to see. There's Grosjean. Is he passed? Not quite cleared the man Gasly for P10, but he's going to go around the outside, try and make that stick, and. I think he will. They'll still be side by side through turn 16, but Grosjean's finally got his man and move him up to P10, the last of the points paying position. And we're going back to the Williams fighting each other again. Russell and Albon. Oh, look at that! That was the greatest of ease. Russell back past Albon. This again, a nice little train there, and we've decided we're going to pit now. Get these tyres off immediately. It looks like we've got a few more takers behind us. That is, looks like Bottas. It looks like Vettel. Who is it? One of the McLarens have come in as well. So's the man Gasly. So into our garage of 22 main carrying rubber. And off we go again. I'm sure that's... oh, look at that. Is that Weber? That is Lucas Weber. He's jumped the Ferrari. The Ferrari had, so that must be Leclerc then that has come in with Bottas. No, it can't have been because Leclerc was right behind us. Leclerc was behind Hamilton and Verstappen. So this must be Leclerc. Yes, that was Vettel that Weber's jumped. Because his Max, he's about to be passed by Charles Leclerc, it looks like, for P2, which is now on the grid. And, oh, that's going to be late if you're going to make that work, Charles. You're not, because Max has just drove around the outside of you. Completely pointless, completely unnecessary, and completely out of the question. As Perez has got past Norris, and Norris is going to have a go at Perez down into turn 12 for P5. He's going to try around the outside. That's a good idea, and that should work. It doesn't. Perez has outdone him. Fair play to Sergio Perez. We'll give you full respect and full credit for that, as the Alphas are Linus third here. Kimi Raikkonen and Antonio Giovinazzi for P9. It's not really a P9, it's more like a net last, with everyone doing their pit stops. But they're having a good tussle, aren't they? The Finn trying to put his Italian teammate in his place, and he does just that, as Hamilton has finally decided, nah, you're alright, let's pit. So here's Hamilton, there's Verstappen, there's Leclerc, Perez is coming, looks like... oh, that was I think they held Hamilton there for Leclerc. Just watch on the left, you'll see a flash of pink go past, I hope. There we go, there we are, we're back in the lead of this race. Will Hamilton be passed by Bottas? No, he won't. So Hamilton's up to P2, Bottas P3. Weber is P4, essentially. What the hell? Lucas Weber is doing bits, folks. Somebody signed Lucas Weber up to a big team next season. It's absolutely incredible. So Giovinazzi is not pitted yet. Giovinazzi did not pit. And that's stupid on Giovinazzi's part, because that Alpha's got no pace, it's got nothing, and it's about to be passed for the lead of the race. So stick Giovinazzi back where he belongs. I saw the two Mercedes fight each other. That's Bottas behind Hamilton. You got Lucas Weber in close attention. This is crucial for the championship as well, with Bottas and Hamilton fighting each other, and Bottas is going to breeze past Hamilton with the greatest of ease. Down into turn 12, thank you very much. Oh, big lock-up from Hamilton there, I do believe. As Norris is defending for one of the Renaults. That's Nico Hulkenberg for P11. And that should be an easy pass there for the Renault, because that McLaren has been slight. Well, that McLaren shouldn't have been slight. Oh, a big lock-up from Nico down into the first corner as we set the fastest lap of the race on these medium tyres. That is absolutely crucial for the championship. We're going to need every point we can, and we've got to hope Bottas is ahead of Hamilton, because if not, we're in deep dog doo-doo. That's all I can say. Especially coming up to Brazil, which is the next race. And then we want to come up, and then we've got to concentrate on we've got to concentrate on Abu Dhabi, which we should win. I'm hoping we win Abu Dhabi. If we don't win Abu Dhabi, then we're in a lot of it. As Bottas and Hamilton are continuing this fight. Look at the gap we've pulled away from Bottas and Hamilton. I tell you what, they want to be careful, because if they keep fighting, Lucas Weber's going to get close to him, and that's not going to be a good deal for them. But the Mercedes side by side into the stadium section. Bottas still in front of Hamilton. It's Bottas on the left, right. Hamilton on the left, and Hamilton might take P2 here forcibly out of turn 16, and he certainly does, and move him back into the second place that he so desperately needs. Because the more points he gets, the more he knocks me out of the championship, and we don't want to be knocked out of the championship, certainly not at this stage of the career. But you can see that we are just on it like a car bonnet.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
And that's what we That's what we need to be. Because the further we get away from these two Mercs, the harder it's going to be for them. Speaking of the harder it's going to be for them, Norris is going to have a go at Nico Hülkenberg up into turn 1, I should say. He'll brake later, he'll have the inside line, he'll have everything. Thank you very much. Goodbye. That's where's that P10? It was for P11. Oh, because Giovinazzi's pitted, hasn't he? That's why. Who's this coming through? That's George Russell on Giovinazzi for P18. It should be George Russell on Giovinazzi for P18. Yes, it is. And that's the Kings Lynn's number 2 driver into P18. Excuse me, as Hamilton and Bottas continue fighting, but the good news is they're pulling away from Lucas Weber in P4. Lucas Weber having an astonishing race, folks. And I give him full credit there. He's up into P2 is Valtteri. And Hülkenberg's going to have a go at somebody. Who's he having a go here? Oh, that's a very late move on Lando Norris. What's Perez doing back there? Perez, get your finger out your rear end. You got Hülkenberg in P10. Perez, though, is getting his finger out of his ass, finally. And it's going to be a pass on Mr. Smugface Devon Butler around the outside of turn 12 for P13. How did Perez end up back here? Lord knows how Perez ended up back here, but he needs to get on with it, folks. But Butler's just going to hang it around the outside, and Perez is just going to try and everything he can. But I think Butler's going to hold on to this into turn 16. And yes, he does. So you have to try another place there, Sergio, as we go back through the field to Danny Kvyat fighting with Alex Albon for P16. You notice once the pit stops get out of the way, then no one's got a chance. And we mean no one's got a chance. But Albon up the inside of Kvyat, and that is P16 done and dusted. Thank you very much. Oh dear. I tell you what, folks, right? If it wasn't for all this action, you'd be bored. I mean that, you would be proper bored. We're just pulling away from Bottas. That's all that we need to do. Just concentrate on ourselves, pull away from these two Mercs, and they've got no answer to us. And that's all that we need to concentrate on. Perez, though, is going to have a go at Devon Butler down. Oh, he's going to the outside. That's not going to work, Sergio. If you make the outside of turn 13 work, turn 1 work, see, you don't make it work. They've got more traction on the inside of turn 1. You should know that by now, Sergio. Oh, somebody's blown up there. Who's blown up? That's one of the Williams. Is that George? Yes, that's Giovinazzi behind him. He's just dicked up Giovinazzi. Not that it's hard to do, dicking up Giovinazzi. And George Russell out of this race with a big engine failure as Bottas and Hamilton, who are pulling away from Weber, but Weber's pulling away from the Ferraris. That's what they need to do. And Hamilton's just breezed around the outside of the lane. If Bottas stays there, he'll keep P2, and yes, he will. Hamilton's going to be a day late and $1 short here to try and make that one work. We're just going to let our cat out, if you excuse me for 1 second. Yes, Yoshi, how are you? We're going to let you out now. There you go, off you go. We'll see you in a bit. Good girl. Oh, dear me. Who's that? That's Verstappen, I think, because he just done Leclerc. No, he's done Vettel, sorry, for P6 on the track. As Hülkenberg fights again with Lando Norris for P10. We've got the ceiling fan on the go again. And Lando's got P10, I think, at the moment. No, he's not. He has now. Lando will fight for that last point fed position because he requires it. What's Perez up to? Oh, he's going to have another go at Mr. Smugface Devon Butler. Oh, that should be an easy pass down into turn 12. Tell you what, there you go. Get that job done. Thank you, Sergio. Well done. Up into P13. Now you need to get your finger out your ass and you need to pull away from Mr. Smartass. Meanwhile, live up at the front of the field, the Mercedes are fighting each other again. Bottas and Hamilton. There you go. Hamilton up the inside of turn 1. That should be job done. Greatest of ease. Hamilton done and dusted. He'll get him out of the way as Verstappen has another go at... Vettel has another go at Verstappen. And Vettel's going to get that one done, or is he? He is. Oh, no, he's not. Verstappen's going to hang it around the inside of turn 2, but he's got to relent and wait for the back straight as we set a fastest first sector of anyone. We have been saving up everything to really pump in a big one that's going to tell them, hi, how are you? You thought you could catch me? Nah, this is the kind of pace that I had. And I mean the kind of pace that I had as well. As Bottas breezes past Hamilton again. That's not going to be sorted for a while, I don't think. You're going to have to keep tuned on that one. As who's this? This is the man Gasly. He's fighting with... well, it's not the man Gasly at all. If it is the man Gasly, that's Verstappen fighting with Sebastian Vettel for P6. Why did I think that was the man Gasly there? I haven't got a clue there. Who's there? That's Kimi Raikkonen. He's ahead of George Russell, but George is right on his rear. That should be an easy pass down into turn 12. Easy done, dusted. That Williams has got some oomph to it, which is what we like to see. So we're coming out of the last corner. Well, I've got 2 laps to go. White flag next time by. Well, white flag because we're in America. That's what's required of us. But we are flying it up into turn number 1. Oh dear me. I cannot stress you how tired I am. Even though I woke up at 5 o'clock, I went right back to sleep. It's ridiculous. We did set a faster lap of the race, I do believe. So we've just turned everything down. We don't want to over-exude the tyres even more than needs to be over-exuded. But that seems to be the problem with us at the moment. We just have an over-exudance that we need to compensate for. As Hamilton and Bottas fling it down to turn number 12 again. Come on, guys, sort this out. And sort this out very fairly, very cleanly. Hamilton's looked to the inside of Bottas. Bottas should drive around the outside of Hamilton, and that'll be P2, still his. Good man. Now, here's the man Gasly. Look at this train that the man Gasly's got behind him. He's got a hell of a train right behind him. There's wow, look at this. We got cars all over the place. That's Hulkenberg trying to pass Norris. There, that is for P10. Oh, Norris trying to... I think Perez has got P12 off Danny Rick. Perez could still walk away with a point here. It's all on him. He's got to figure that out. Let's see that pass on Norris again from Nico Hulkenberg. I think there was a bit of contact wing to wing here. Let's have a look. Ooh, maybe just the slightest of contacts. Let's have a look at Sergio Perez. Let's see if he did get past Danny Ricciardo. That should be easy to turn 12. Yes, it was. He's done that many times today. But here we are. White flag. Crossing the line, folks. White flag this time by. And, well, I think apart from Giovinazzi leading a lap, we have led every lap here from start to finish. Which, oh no, we didn't. Didn't lead any laps when we were in the pits. That didn't happen. As Norris is lining up Hulkenberg again. Go for the inside. Yeah, there you go. Kingsland's number 2 driver down the inside of Nico Hulkenberg, and that should be P1. Is that Gasly and Grosjean in front of us fighting each other? Still. They really are fighting each other there. As we go down the back straights, the Mercedes are still lightest. Bottas still in front of Hamilton. Lucas Weber is held firm in P4. I'm giving Lucas Weber driver of the day. I don't care who wants to argue with that one. You can argue with me until the cows come home. And then I'll argue with you once the cows are home. as we fly. See Grosjean trying to get past the man Gasly for P8. Perez is having to go Hulkenberg there. Yeah, that's job done. We'll get a replay of that, see how easy that was in a second. Here's that replay. It looks absolutely easy. It looks absolutely precise. And he's not too far away from Norris, but I have a feeling that it's only going to be P11 for Sergio Perez. But for us, folks, you know it's 6 of the best, folks. Absolute fantastic.
Great job. You've done everything we wanted today.
That is what I'm talking about, folks. That's what I'm talking about.
And an incredible win for Racing Point. A brilliant performance. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection. A shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
Racing Point's performance today has shown that they can be competitive with the veterans of the sport. They're making their way out to the podium now as we speak, and the reaction from the crowd must be incredibly uplifting for them. Let's see how the driver standings have changed. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Well, often my go-to would be a driver who's managed to pull off an impressive feat during the race. However, in this instance, I was more impressed by Nico Hulkenberg's clean driving throughout the event.
It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team. Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula One action soon.
And that is how it's done, folks. That is how it's done. Fastest lap, and we picked up the race victory. Only just fastest lap, though, by 0.05 of a second from Valtteri, who picked up P2 ahead of Lewis Hamilton. So that's crucial for Valtteri's championship. Right there. Really was crucial for the championship. That matters. That matters for the championship, folks. Hamilton third. Lucas Viebert, what a driver for P4. Get him in a big seat and get him in a big seat very, very quickly, I would say so. It's unbelievable what he did there. Charles Leclerc 5th, Sebastian 6th, Max Verstappen 7th, then Grosjean, Gasly and Lando Norris picks up the last points paying position for P10. Sergio Perez must do better unless he's still getting over his Mexico heartache. And 1 DNF, George Russell in the Williams. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Let's go see Claire, shall we, folks?
Amazing.
Pay attention, Claire.
Out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that.
Get in there.
That was a good race for Lucas. Are you pleased to see him doing well?
Excuse me, hello, I won the race. Why are you asking me about Lucas? But you know, it's always good to see them doing well.
You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret?
I'm the best around. And nothing's ever going to bring me down.
Do you think your rival learned from his
Yes,
battle with
he
you?
learned not to fuck with me. Because I will bitch slap his young ass into place. Needs to learn to stay out of my way.
It's looking like the championship is already won.
It's
think
not
there's still
won
time
yet.
for this
We
to
still have a
change?
realistic possibility. But, you know, this is F1. It's always time for a change.
Appreciate your time.
Appreciate your time too. Fan Dabby does a freaking lose. Excellent. So, we won the rivalry with Verstappen, leading the rivalry with Perez. And it should be clean numbers across the board, folks. Fantastic. 415, 643, because I do believe we made a couple of purchases before the race. Which you can do, because it then locks him in and saves. We're getting on towards veteran status.
Fantastic podium. Well done.
It was a fantastic podium, wasn't it, Claire? You've got nothing more that needs to be said about that. Right then. Oh, hello, press clipping. Lucas Weber was cutting his way through the field. He's performing well above expectations, down to the amount of development we have done on the car. Feels lighter, so it's obviously they've done a lot of chassis work there. He's just happy to get results. It's nothing but happy from a rival. Makes me feel more crushing when I take next race with him. Hey man, Devon Butler, folks. Hasn't he got the kind of face you just want to punch? How you doing down there? You doing all right? Yeah. I want to take this fist and I want to ram it down your throat, mate. Ram it down your throat. Let's get some upgrades then. We did get a power upgrade. So we've got that coming for Brazil, I hope. And then I think for Abu Dhabi, if we get those two minor engine upgrades there, sorry, minor aero upgrades, we should be good. But you know, I'm gonna be aiming, folks. I'm gonna be aiming for the major upgrades, the 4 of them. It's gonna help us out a ton. Oh, I'll tell you now, it's gonna help us out a hell of a lot. So there's what's coming for. Oh, I've actually decided not to go for it, alright then. There's what's coming for Brazil. All fine and dandy. So we're gonna do some swappage back to some older stuff for Brazil. I don't think Brazil's not really a power circuit. It's more compliant on the aero package, Brazil, so we can get away with using them. But guys, there is the championship. We're still in this mathematically. 30 points is the difference. We've got to win again in Brazil. I don't know if we can because the AI are fantastic around Brazil. So guys, because it's the 20th career video, 20 likes. Let's go for it. Let's try and hit that big magic 20 number of likes for this video. And you can subscribe for more daily F1 2019, Snooker 19, WRC 7 career mode videos, as well as other live streams throughout the career mode. And yeah, the next race should be a good one. So join us for the Brazilian Grand Prix in the next one. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And until next time, folks, we're going to hand out a whooping around Brazil. It will be ta-ta for now.